You know who I feel like right now? That one dude, Derek Jackson, who be like, ladies, if your man is out here cheating on you, because he always in his fucking car.
Oh yeah. Wait, is that the one who hold his like wife's hand?
Yeah. But usually in his videos, he go like this stuff. He like, ladies, if your man is out here doing this, like, fuck that dude.
No, like he is so weird though. Like, and then he did a video of him commenting on his own video, and I was like, how? Like, this is so narcissistic of you. It's like,
Yeah.
The Gossip Wine Podcast.
hey everyone, this is the Ghost of Wine podcast, and this is me and Decory. Hey Decory, how are you?
I'm good, like in the car, like I said before, feeling like Derek Jackson. This thing.
Please don't do like the review of the video in the car of us talking, because that's ridiculous. That man is weird. I mean,
Super weird.
he's not weird. Like, talking about dealing with weirdos, I would definitely talk about him, but like, oh well. Anyways, let's jump into it so people don't think you're kind of famous YouTuber in your car.
Yeah.
Anyways, what we're talking today about?
So today we're talking about the past, pretty much. Does a person's past reflect their, future in their relationship and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's actually a really good topic, because I think a lot of people have different perspectives on that. And,
Mm-hmm.
you guys, we're just going to spill you some tea on our perspectives and experiences, probably. And before we're going to jump in, subscribe, hit notification buttons, follow us on RSS, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for news episodes, share it with friends, support, put the thumbs up, because we
Support.
really would love it.
Yes.
Because see, Decory went an extra mile. He's recording from his car. I mean,
From my car. Yes.
I would do it as well, but I don't have a car, so damn it. Anyways, so let's just start then.
Yeah.
So is there anything, like, personally for you that you regret about your past that you would like to change? And how in general you like pursue the thought of regret?
So I'm gonna sit here and say that a lot of people regret a lot of things that they do in their past. Which I'm one of those people. I regret a lot of things, but I think some of those mistakes made me a better person today. So it's kind of hard. Like I say, I regret them, but then I know it sounds weird to say you're kind of appreciative that they happened, because they made you look at something in a different way. You know, I made mistakes that I definitely regret, but now that I did them, I know that I won't do them again. I won't sit back and be like, okay, I'm not gonna go do this again.
Lesson
Because
learned.
I think, yeah, it's a lesson learned. Like they say you don't take L's, you take lessons.
Yeah.
So that, like, of course, I have things that I regret, but I'm happy in the sense that they happened, so I don't repeat them again.
Right. Well, personally for me, I would say I used to regret a couple things, like when I was younger, but then I came to realization that regret is actually kind of useless feeling, because like you literally spend your time in present thinking about something that you could have done or not done in the past. So basically it's a waste of time. Like, learn the lesson, like fix it, and then don't like move farther into the same situation. So why would you like spend time in the past regretting something that already happened, and there's no time machine for you to go to change it? So though, like, I would like to like have a few things change back in the day, but then as you said, I'm totally agree with you that you just have to learn the lesson and move on, and not to appear in the same situation. And if you appear in the same situation, just do different, whatever you have to do to have a different outcome, at least. So
Yeah, because like you said, like you put it in a great way. Like, it's kind of pointless to regret something. I mean, like, it happened. You can't go on from it. I mean, you can make it better. You can make the situation better or something like that. So, I just think that like you learn from the things that you regret. That's I think that's the big lesson from you have to learn from things that you did.
But like from what you've done, not from regret, because regret is just a feeling, like feeling
Yeah,
sad,
yeah,
but like then you choose to feel sad or feel happy, so it's like,
yeah.
you should be in a balance. But you should definitely like think through like a few, you know, things that happen, situations that happen, and have the best outcome after, bring the best outcome, because it's not easy, because you have to sit there and like go through situations from like different perspectives and whatsoever, which is like basically moving us to our next question, which is, oh, as we said, that everyone has their own past, right, that we cannot change. But do you think that past should matter for our current or like future partners?
No, because I put it like this: like before you meet somebody, what they've done in the past really shouldn't have an impact on you as much as what you're gonna do in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that as like, say if a person, you know, like a person was like out there, like with everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't know, um, this person was like that, but they show you change, like, hey, I'm not like that anymore. I was like that when I was single. I was doing, having fun. I don't think it should matter, you know, as
Right.
long as they're showing you something that is different, like, okay, I was like that, and this is what I'm doing to change it, and this is what I'm doing to move forward with you, you know?
Yeah, because I agree with you on that as well. Because we all have passed, and like, we all been single for some point, and I've been single for like 9 years, I think. And people were
Hmm.
asking me like, "Oh, are you crazy or something? What is wrong with you?" But I just didn't feel like settled for less, and
Hmm.
it's not like I didn't want to have any relation, but just like, never worked out, or the right person didn't come through, right? And
Hmm.
then yeah, it doesn't matter. And like, we as human beings, we cannot be the same all the time. We constantly changing, and there's self-love involved, there's like work on ourselves, like situations, experiences that, change us, whether we like it or not. So
Hmm.
obviously, like, whatever you've done in the past, it cannot actually influence whatever you are right now, because obviously you've changed, and like hopefully you evolved, and
Hmm.
okay, you're ready to start, for instance, like another chapter of your life, which is not supposed to be like the previous ones. Though I would say, what about, like, I don't know, if the person get out from prison, and you want to build a relationship, like, how, like, I don't know, and it wasn't like, some stupid charges, it was like something serious. I mean, that's something, is, I mean, I wouldn't
That's
like
some,
get in a relationship with a person who had like a domestic abuse kind of history. Like, hell no. Like, that's something that within the person, and it's not that easy to change, and very easy to trigger again. So like,
yeah,
as a human, I would never do that, for instance.
yeah. There's some situations, yeah, there's some passes they will come up, that's like you said, domestic violence. Yes, if somebody has like a fucking history of domestic violence, and you say, like you said, it's easy to trigger, you probably wouldn't want to be with that person. You know, that would probably make you think like, okay, this person, what might I say that might make this person snap? You know,
Yeah.
I get it, things like that, but then again, you do have people who did have past with domestic violence who do take that step to change. They do the
Yes.
therapy. I can say if you see the person working on themselves, trying to change as much as you like, and you see it, you see that change, that's your decision,
Yeah.
and you give it a chance.
Yeah, I would probably, well, it's not the same obviously, but I would probably make it like close enough for me personally, like for cheating part, because we all
Hmm.
like slip up and make mistakes, and we do stupid stuff. I mean, we're humans, like, that's just in our nature. No matter how much you love yourself, validate yourself, I don't know, smart and, sophisticated or whatever, sometimes we slip, because, sometimes we do stupid stuff. It is what it is. So
Hmm.
but yeah, definitely, like, if uh person was like doing something in the past, and now they're like recovering, but not because someone told them to, but because they realize, okay, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be that person anymore, and they change, I think that's amazing. like in terms of like human being. However, I do believe that psychologically speaking, it's easier to like be in a relationship with that kind of person, and for that person to be in a relationship after they like kind of, you know, like finish going through that, and they're like already finished that, like come from like, no, sorry, they finish that stage of their life of like change and becoming who they want to be. Otherwise, if we're talking about extreme things about like domestic violence, or, you know, like I've done you wrong in the past, cannot be like easily for the person to complete without, you know, being within the person itself and go through all the steps, you know. Otherwise, it's even easier to trigger all like whatever it triggers you. So, you know, make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a lot of things that like that are irredeemable. Like you can't redeem, like, oh, this person, I don't know if this person's past like this, like,
Yeah.
but there are things like I said, if you see these people making those changes, and like you said, like going through step, and they're doing the changes, like even if somebody's just like, hey, you know, this made me feel this way, and you change that from there, oh, this, I used to do this in my past, but you know what, if I'm looking at it from your view, I understand why, so I'm gonna change that, if you're gonna
Right.
work with that person. So yeah, I get it, I get it.
I mean, we have a few good examples, like within, like, I don't know, like, let's say celebrities, right? Who like, you know, either did change or, you know, but it requires, you know, a lot of work, therapy, and, you know, self-awareness, I would say, definitely. But in terms of like, you know, partnership, what is your ideal like ride or die? So let's say like past, like on, you know, normal terms doesn't matter to you, but like when you are in a relationship, like what is your ride or die kind of perspective? Like, do you think that we should accept that person fully during the relationship, you know, because you kind of create something, or, you know, person, there are two people in a relationship, so one person, you know, messes up, like what are the terms that are acceptable for you, I would say?
For like messing up, or just as like this person a ride or die person?
Well, what would you go for that person if it's your ride or die? I don't know, kind of
Like what? Um,
like
that's a tough
would
question.
you like rob a bank with that person? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, hypothetically speaking.
I think, especially when it comes to like ride or die, my thing is like they will always have your back no matter what. You know, even if you're wrong, they'll have your back. But I think that when I'm saying even if you're wrong, they have to tell you that you're wrong behind the scenes. You know, not in
Yes.
front of everybody.
Hmm.
Behind the scenes, he's like, okay, you know, you were wrong this, but I'm gonna have your back right there. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, you know, it took me a while, I think, because pretty much everything is written on my face. You know, if I don't like something,
Same.
you would
Same
tell
here.
that I don't like it. So, you know, sometimes, yeah, it takes a minute, like in your head, you know, to like, I don't know, press your facial expression to like, okay, you know. However, I don't think I've ever been in that kind of situation where, you know, I had to do that, though I would like always defend a person, you know, always. Like if it's my person, like if we're talking about any kind of relationship, if it's my person, I would defend it like till I die, probably, you know, if I truly like believe to that person. And if so, I will just keep my mouth shut, like have no opinion, but I will go and tell my friend or like boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't know, whoever you're dealing with, you know, that, hey, I think that was like a little bit over line. And then whatever the situation is talk through that. Okay.
Yeah,
But like
behind
what,
closed doors.
you know, what fascinates me in a weird way, that people, you know, where like Ted Bundy or whatever, you know, when they commit like crimes by killing women, or, you know, being like serial killer basically,
Hmm.
and, you know, go not just like, you know, slash the throat, but like going through extreme, you know, torture things to kill, you know, and torture women before, and there's still women, well, that's like psychological syndrome, I'm pretty sure about that, like disorder, some sort of, but then
Yeah, I
they
know
are
what you're talking about.
so, you know, so in the thought that person is like a saint or something, you know. That was always like weird for me, like I was studying criminology for quite some time, so, you know, like why psychologically serial killers like do that, you know, I kind of get it, like in terms of like psychology, but those people those people are really crazy for me. I'm just like, all the evidence, point there, and you just like, no, like,
Yeah. See, that's something that you can't be ride or die for. Like, I have a like if my girlfriend was a murderer, and she's like murdering all these guys, and
what
I'd be
about,
like,
yeah, remember, did you watch the You from Netflix?
no, 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 no.
Oh man, you should definitely watch it. For like whoever didn't watch it, you guys, you have to watch it. That is so weird. And this is actually a really cool thing. Like, I just don't want to like throw spoilers to you, but that thing is really cool. Like, you have to watch it. Like, it blows your mind. You just like, fuck,
Yeah.
and
See, but like the murder thing, like I can say if she's like, okay, I'm murdering a whole bunch of men. What makes me think that I'm not next? Like,
but what if she's like, I did it for you? We don't have that problem. I don't know. So you just kind of like, it's just crazy, but I don't have this problem on my shoulders anymore.
yeah, like she killed them for me. Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously for that, yeah, that'd be a little different. That'd be different. It's like
That
random
is a
murder.
little
You
extreme,
like,
especially if you didn't ask the person and you're just like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
that's the
I
easy.
didn't ask you to murder him. Yeah, nah.
Do you think that the past is actually influences a lot of relationship?
Um, I do because I think that if you look at the past, like your past relationships, and you see why they didn't work, you would try to adjust to this future relationship to not bring those past things into
Hmm.
the future relationship. So
No, but I meant like more like why people are so, close-minded that, or, I don't know, untrustful, uh, that they cannot just, accept that people all have past and it's fine. And they let those, insecurities and just negative thinking to, ruin pretty much solid relationships sometimes.
I try not to. So me, like I try not to go into that what thinking about their past or negative things. Like oh, my last relationship was like this, so I think this person's going to be like that. I kind of just push that to the back burner, and I give the person a new, like my girlfriend, or if I was single, the girl that I'm talking to, I give them a new slate, because
Right.
they're not the same person, so you can't match or compare these people, like this person did this, so you're going to do this, or you might do this.
Yeah.
No, you have to
Which
go with a
brings
clean
me to
slate.
another question, like, how do you actually not bring this like luggage of your past relationship into your new relationship? Because I was struggling with that. I was always like, oh, he's probably gonna cheat on me, or oh, he's probably gonna, lie to me and, have, I don't know, like whatever it is. Despite like even we're not even that serious like yet, so how do you actually not bring that luggage by yourself? Because like basically you kind of like putting it out there, like, oh, I've been like cheating, so you probably like that, so it's not really fair to another person when, another person just like, hey, like, I where it's coming from. It like obviously it's coming like on from insecurities like within the person, and like the harmful experience that they had. But again, like, is it fair to put that experience on the new people that you meet, like especially like in any terms of relationship again?
It's not fair because, like I said, like this person hasn't done anything to you. It's not fair. It's
But
not
how to like stop yourself from that if you like, I don't know.
for me personally. Like I said, the clear slate thing. I'm like, okay, you know, so it is kind of hard because you are gonna have your suspicions. Like, oh, maybe this person's talking to this person, that person, while they're talking to me. I got to be the best version of me so I can win this race. To be with
Mhm.
this person. Um, but it's like you just have to like put that stuff out of your mind. It's hard, but you have to focus on other things. Like, let me get to know this person and see who they actually are.
Right.
Other than putting these precursors on them, like, oh,
Mhm.
she did this, so she might be doing this, or oh,
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
that, so he might be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we covered a few things also like similar to this, where we talked about like social media, like, oh, like she posts that or he posts this. And, I get it. Obviously, like we sometimes post a lot of things on Instagram or like any social media that, like kind of private, but like we don't even consider it like as private as, we would have or should have. But I think, yeah, I mean, it's always like important to stay in your lane and, not to put it on other people, because not everyone is the same. Let's say, for instance, a guy or girl, been hurt before, and they're just like, oh, and they basically, you're going to be the same. And that basically means that you don't even have a chance, because person is already kind of like in that state of mind where everything is, under like close consideration. If it was the similar to the past situation, which brings us to the topic that we talked before about, like, living in the past and regretting things that happened to you or to somebody else, and experience that we had, which you cannot change. However, you just have to deal with it on your own, and then, see the person. And, communication is the key. Action speaks a lot. So I think that's very
Yeah,
important.
it is. It is. It's just like you can't go in with these biases and you can't put these precursors on these people. You're gonna have to get that out of your mind.
Yeah, but also, like, in terms of like social media, like a lot of people approach, girls and guys, like what slide into DMs, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have this like status like, oh, I'm in a relationship, unless you post or say anything. But still, even if you post and do everything, there's still like sliding in your DMs. Try making things happen, or see what's going on. Maybe that relationship, those highlights that you post on Instagram are maybe not that great, let's in real life. But I think it's very important, like, to establish, that, hey, no, but thank you. However, it doesn't mean that, if a person open to any sort of like, relationship, like friendship, right? Or just, like whatever person talks to you about, like whatever, like dogs, I don't know. I have a few friends that are like very close friends of mine, and not really, that we literally just exchange like dog memes and, cute videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it. And some of them female, some of them male. It doesn't mean anything, romantically, obviously. But, some people could be triggered by that, for instance.
Yeah, yeah. I
Which is,
mean, that's just something like you like, hey, this is my friends, I've known this for a while, and that's like your past. Like I've known these people for a while, so this is what we do. We explain stuff like that. I think,
Mhm.
that especially if that person has these precursors against you, they'll know, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I think we pretty much covered whatever like I wanted to. Do you have any questions about like relationship, like, whatever? Because like I just have like sex questions now, obviously.
I enter sex questions.
I mean, it's still Gossip Wine Podcast, like,
Yeah, nah, I get it. I get it. Nah, that was it for relationship wise.
Okay, so have you ever done anything in the past, sexual wise, that you regret, and I don't know, you would never do it with a current partner or like future partners, whatever.
Yes, yes,
Let's
yes.
just leave beside the licking feet part. We've heard about that enough.
Um,
So
it's just like some things that I wouldn't do with my current partner. Like, you know, we talked about, oh man, this kind of this is rough, I like, okay, put it like this. I would do a lot of things with my partner, right? But there's one thing that I won't do,
let me
and
guess.
that's share my
Here.
what. That's yes, 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 yes.
You guys,
Because
like,
no, 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 no. Okay, it's because I think it's
okay,
because
with a
the
guy
way
or with a girl either, like, because it goes like wrong way. Why,
all
why
guys.
it's okay for
Okay,
you
look.
to enjoy two ladies, but it's not okay for us to enjoy two guys? Like, it's not like
You
everyone wants it, and it doesn't mean it's like something on everyone's girl's mind.
no,
However,
no, no.
like, unfair, I'd like to have an option.
I get it, but that's why I wouldn't do it with anybody. It would just be her because the way I feel about her, I couldn't see another person having sex with
I feel
her.
you. Mhm.
And it's unfair if I say, oh, it gotta be a girl. So I'm like, nah, I just don't want to do it because
Yeah.
if she don't get her option, I don't want to be a hypocrite and like seem like I'm controlling this, like no,
Right.
it has to be a mutual thing.
Yeah, of course. Everything should be consensual and mutual.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Nice.
just one. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just one thing. I'm like, I don't think I can see that. It would just throw me off. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
Like
get it.
I couldn't
No,
see
I
it.
think there's like certain way, like certain point where you just like, nah, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope, 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 nope. And it's also like because obviously like a lot of like couples cannot handle any type of threesome because eventually people, some of them get jealous and it just goes beyond like with insecurities and whatsoever. So it has to be a really good relationship in the beginning, like to have that kind of way to experiment. It's nice, but like not to save relationship because
Hmm.
that's just
Because
ridiculous. Like you just
yeah,
like
because
kind of being in a relationship, but then let me slip and try something new while I'm in here and let's see how it goes. So it never works that way. Like if it works, it's like exception out of the rules, not the other way around.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. So that's what that's my thing. What about you?
uh I don't know actually. uh the thing is like I would like, with my partner to try a lot of things, that I probably haven't tried before, and that's for me like that's what feels for me like comfortable, I probably wouldn't want, to do some swinger club experience. Maybe when we're old and they're just like, hey, that's the last thing on the list. Let's do this. No, I probably just couldn't watch it, and just because I don't want to watch, like I want this all to myself. Like why would I like, like
Yeah. That's
we're
why
like
I said it. Like
partners. Like I think I wouldn't like want to change partners. Like while I'm in a relationship. Like I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said what I said. Like I couldn't do it. You know,
Right.
couldn't do it.
I mean, that's just fair. I think that's just like, human nature, I would say about that. So yeah.
Yeah.
I just believe in that, like, true pure love that also follows by, a strong partnership connection where, you are just like really, really connected and there for each other, that you build within like your relationship empires, and like you don't actually have like pretty much time for that kind of bullshit, but yeah. Anyways, I think that was everything that I had in mind.
Yeah, it was everything. It was cool, car episode, the one where I'm in
Yep.
the car.
I hope you guys enjoy it. If you
Yeah.
did, put thumbs up. If you didn't, put thumbs down. It's fine. Like it's your preference. We are here every single week. Wednesdays on RSS, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Thursdays, right? Yeah, on YouTube. So please follow us, subscribe to our channels. Download the episodes. Please help us get the statistic up. And we're
Yeah.
gonna have a few really cool guests in the future and
Yes.
even more awesome topics. So, tune in, stay tuned, but like whatever the tune is, just do it. That was the Ghost of Wine podcast. It was the
That
Korean
was
I
us.
am. We'll see you later. Boom. Like
Boom.
we're out.
Oh, yeah.